Our next guest is an internationally renowned food writer, television show host, and today she's out with her 12th cookbook. It's called Cook, Eat, Repeat, Ingredients, Recipes, and Stories. Everybody, please welcome Nigella Lawson. Nigella, hello, how are you?
Hello, thank you, I'm well. How are you?
We're doing great, Nigella. And you know what? So the cool thing is we mentioned it's ingredients, recipes, and stories. This isn't just your average cookbook. You have some essays along with the recipes. Why did you decide to take that approach?
Well, it's the way I'm, I suppose, most comfortable thinking about food. And, you know, writing about food at length is always such a pleasure because it means you can really show your workings out when you do a recipe. You can give more substitutions and, you know, versions and actually explain more what cooking is about. So, in other words, to help the reader kind of do without me.
We have a big bowl of deliciousness sitting in front of us right now, but you're going to tell folks how to mix up, kind of elevate a staple, macaroni and cheese, essentially. Do I have that right? You're going to walk us through it. Go.
I am indeed. So it's my crab mac and cheese, slightly inspired by that American sort of, is it 1990s restaurant special, the lobster mac and cheese? So, like you would imagine, it starts off with a butter and flour roux. However, what I think is really important, especially when you cook things fast, is to get flavour in at every level. So here's the butter. Normally you just put the flour in now. So I'm adding some and dropping things. I am actually a kitchen klutz, but that never stops anyone from cooking. So what I'm doing now, I'm just adding the garlic to the butter, and then the flour, again, as I say, flavour, you know, at every level. So I've got just a little bit of all-purpose flour. That's ground mace. This is sweet smoked paprika, which is so heavenly. Sort of lends a sort of husky, smoky bit of fire. And this is Aleppo pepper or Paul Biber. You can really use whichever chili powder or, you know, paprika you want. The important thing is you have a little bit of fire going on. And look how absolutely beautiful this is, this ridiculous orange. And that is flavour, not just colour, I promise you. And then on top of that, really, I should wait for it to form a bit of a roux. But we're living in a fast-moving world here. So into this, which is just regular milk, I have added just a tablespoonful of tomato puree. And in fact, I always, because I was taught this by an Italian, if I'm cooking tomato puree or paste, when the recipe isn't slow cooking, you need really to add milk. It gets away that metallic taste. Anyway, I could talk for hours, and I often do, but right here I have exactly that sauce, but I have already added the cheese. You know what adding cheese is like, so you know it's had cheese in there, Gruyere, which is sweet and nutty, Parmesan, which is salty, and now I have some crab meat. It's not very much, about 4 ounces, 2 ounces brown, which is like ready-made seafood pate, and the white, which is kind of slightly briny and sweet and flaky. I stir this in, and I have some pasta just there, which I'm going to add to it. As you can see, I've already done that. Now, what you have to know as well is that if you add a bit more milk to the sauce, it makes for the most divine nachos. So here we have some tortilla chips with this crab cheese sauce. It's like crab fondue, with some chili peppers and a few chives. Really, there's no bad way to eat that.
Nigella Lawson, thank you so much for being here with us, and we want to let everyone know.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, be sure to pick up a copy of Cook, Eat, Repeat in stores today, and if you want this recipe, well, you can check out our Facebook page for that.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.